Yeah, usually when people make cheap macro light mods, it's because they don't want to spend a bunch of money for TTL macro lighting, usually a binary pair that sits out on the front of the lens. I have every form of retail macro lighting mod known to man that you could buy. I've invented a lot, and I've, not recently, however, but I've posted more light mods for speed lights and studio strobes than anybody else on YouTube. Just flat out the fact. I've never found anything that works as good, and I use it on the end of an L bracket, as you can actually see here, because I'll actually stick the speed light on the bracket here using a post, and I'll actually get it off and point it out directly at the subject. And of course the camera's mountable here. I've made quite a few videos about these brackets. I got 3 of them. They're pretty cheap. They're actually made in the United States. But anyway, using a cheap $30 swivel head, but using this macro light mod. But a lot of people don't actually have laminating machines. This is actually just a black construction paper that's been laminated, and this is transparent, or excuse me, now translucent tracing paper that I actually use for the diffuser. The diffuser is not necessary, absolutely. This is the exact same mod that I had here, actually broken down. You can see it's just a cardboard tube that's been laminated with some hook and loops on it to hold the speed light. This is actually aluminum ducting tape, which you actually just peel the sticky back off of, and this is the translucent window. I've actually never found anything that works anywhere near as good, and a lot of people have built these, and they're so very happy with them. A lot of people have sent me emails with pictures showing that they built this, but a lot of people, as simple as this is, don't want to build something even as complicated as that. And of course, this is the reason why like 99% of pro speed lights, professional use speed lights, have hook and loops attached to the heads of them. So I created something as good as this, but a lot easier, so you don't actually need a laminating machine. These took about 30 minutes to make each, but this takes, after you've made one, takes about 5 minutes to make. And you see how simple the design is. This stuff is actually called Reflectix. It's actually an insulating material. It's incredibly lightweight. It's basically like almost bubble wrap sandwiched between very thin Mylar. Imagine space blankets on either side and bubble wrap in the middle, except these bubbles are not poppable. I've actually stood on these with my feet and not been able to pop them. And what I actually did, I inserted these, but you could actually tape them to the back side here. It's just some thin wire. You can actually see the 2 wires that I actually stuck down the middle here, but you could actually just tape the thin wires to the back side. And even though I've only got one hand free here, I'm going to show you how incredibly difficult this is. And by difficult, I mean incredibly simple. I might not get it perfect with one hand here, but let me do that here. I'm bending it with my hand. There we go. And so that's it. So with this on the end of the ball head, which actually comes out like a bracket, and then the ball head is able to tilt the speed light down relative to the camera about like this, I'm actually able to, of course, flatten this out, make it as curvy as I want, depending on which macro lens. I've actually already tested this with my 80mm macro, which gets in really close. And my 120mm GFX macro lens, which is minimum focusing distance is 1.5 feet, so not very close. I'm actually able to adjust this curve shape to fit whichever lens that I want and position it wherever I want. Say this is my macro subject and this is the front of my lens. I'm able to position this wherever I want for the illumination. It works perfectly well. It really works as good as this, and this is tried and true. Like I said, a lot of people have built these. But as simple as this is, I said people don't have laminating machines. Of course, you can get tracing paper anywhere at like Hobby Lobby or, you know, place where you get fancy, artsy-fartsy construction materials. But the only thing you need to do is go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy a roll of this. You can get like a 20-foot roll for $15. It'll last you the rest of your life. It's called Reflectix. And the only thing you have to do is build that specific shape like I'm showing you here. Tape some wires onto the back. Like I said, I stuck mine right down the middle. And of course, when you're done with it, if you're out in the field, you're taking pictures of bugs or whatever, it all folds completely flat and it weighs nothing. And it fits in your camera bag. Now, you don't actually need this bracket if you want to actually stick your radio trigger on your camera. And of course, this is a Godox 685. Everybody on Earth, I don't care what damn camera you got, should have a Godox 685 and the X-Pro trigger radio trigger that corresponds with whichever speed light you're using. And you just have this in your left hand or right hand, depending on how you shoot, and just point this down at your bugs or your flowers or whatever the hell. You can spend a crap load of money, and I have over the decades, and I have all that stuff on specific expensive macro lighting tools. Because everything about macro is stopping the hell down when you're taking pictures of bugs and flowers out in the wild. And you're going to be able to stop down. The sun could be beating down, but if you got your lens hood, you know, of your macro lens is shoved up the ass of your subject, you're going to block out the light. So you're not going to be able to get the shot, and you're sure as hell not going to be able to stop down. So it doesn't matter how sunny it is, the secret to macro is flash photography. Let me repeat that again. The secret of all macro photography is flash photography. So to be able to stop down and jam that lens, you know, in tight to your subject, in most cases, so like, you know, the 80mm macro or a Nikkor macro, you're going to need flash photography. So build one of these. I've already tested it. It works perfect. It weighs nothing. It costs nothing. It'll take you 5 minutes to make one. The first one might take you 10 minutes to make. But, I mean, look how simple this is. It tears apart really simple, and it doesn't weigh anything when you just throw it back in your bag. I'm sure somewhere... Well, you could actually, instead of this stuff, you'd take yourself some wire clippers and cut apart a couple old wire coat hangers. Yeah? Those don't bend as easy as this copper wire does, but they still work fine. So cut apart some steel coat hangers and tape them to the back there so you can make this bendable spine for the reflective, the reflector that goes onto your subject. This works perfectly. Yeah, it may not be the prettiest thing in the world, but it works really good. And it really doesn't cost anything. You buy one roll of Reflectix, it will last you forever. Let me actually get my roll of Reflectix over here. I got it right over here behind me. There we go. It comes in a roll. This is the cheapest roll. They sell much bigger rolls. It comes in a roll like this. And, yeah, it's like 15. This is actually half of what I used to have, but so twice this for $15, basically. Okay? Thank you so much for watching.